Well, here I am in Ullapool. Time is 9:47 and behind me I can see the Flying Dutchman moored up just in front of the ferry. It's a beautiful sunny morning and I've got to give them a bit of time, I think, to let the guests unload from the boat. I think 10 o'clock is the time they're meant to be cleared by, and then if I give Aries a phone, that's the skipper, phone call, he will probably take my pack on board while they're clearing up once all the passengers or guests just now have left after last cruise, and they'll be making ready for the next group. That's myself, who're sailing up to the Orkneys and Shetlands. So it was a great bus journey up from Inverness, and I travelled there the day before from Edinburgh, again by bus, and stayed overnight in the travel lodge in Inverness and got the bus out this morning here. Yesterday the weather did not look as if it was going to be anything like as promising as it is, other than last night where the dark clouds seemed to shift away and the sky got lighter and a bit of sunshine came in, which was really good. And as today, this is a result of it, and I think it's pretty well forecast for the next couple of days. So anyway, there it is, my home for the next 9 nights. Well, this is me walking at Durness in the northwest coast of Scotland, my home country. I've come here on the Flying Dutchman schooner, leaving from Ullapool yesterday, or this morning for that matter, arriving at Ullapool yesterday. We've not been able to sail up because of the wind, been wrong direction and all that, but it was a good journey because the sea let you know it was the sea. You could feel it. It had everything. And I'm walking now from the small cove that we've anchored in, and this is the sort of surroundings here. Beautiful sand dunes. We've been tendered ashore from the boat, and because I'm on my own, I'm walking on my own. Other people know each other from previous trips, and fine people they are. But I've just left them to get on with what they do and decided to go on with what I do, and that's generally walking in the countryside or along the coastline or cycling on my own, and this is no different. It is beautiful. I mean, unbelievably beautiful. And the sea to the left, and the sea's actually over to the right as well. Now, there is something way at the top behind me here, or in front of me to be honest. Behind me now is the camera stands, and I'm not sure what it is. It looks like Coast Guard or something, but I don't know. And I don't know I'll have the time to make it over there, because we've been picked up back on the beach at 9:30. There should be, it's 7 minutes past 9. 9 minutes past 7 at present. Now I don't know if I want to dedicate all the time to walk and find out what that is either, because I could just look on the map and probably establish what it was without having to hike all that distance to it. And I don't know if it's going to present to me any better a view looking back towards the Flying Dutchman at anchor. I've done that already. There's some of the views to the other side of this peninsula, but as you can see, it's like sand dunes all round. It just is. And quiet. And warm. Very warm. The thickness of the sand dunes. A couple of metres I would say there. It's my aim to walk along a bit further here and see if I can head down onto the beach. The big long piece of sand, lovely sandy beach just on the shoreline, as opposed to this sand dune, built up sand dunes here. Let's see if we can get away from it. I think I need to go to the beach to take these flies. They're a bit like horse flies, and they bite. And here's a way down to the beach here. So hopefully down here I'll get away from the sandflies at least, or whatever type of fly they may be. If the camera jumps about a bit, it's because I'm trying to knock them off my legs because I've got shorts on.